Hey, Chapel Warriors, it's Tammy and Henry here coming live to you tonight. I hope you are all well. What an exciting time we are in. We're coming down to the last days of the In the Land of the Lies ticket selling, and we even have a contest for you. So we're going to talk about that in a second. But first off, I want to go ahead and say thank you to everyone who has already purchased their ticket or is sharing the event. We so appreciate you because you're getting the word out and you're going to help us with this once more. See my thumbs up? Okay. Why did I give you a thumbs up? There's a cute little contest going on, and one of the things is a thumbs up. So we had a very generous chapel warrior donate some tickets, and with those, there are 4 VIP tickets we're going to send out to 2 of you. Okay. Is that not exciting or what? I want to see some comments going on over here. So we've got 2 sets of 2 VIP tickets to the event on the 22nd in Statham at the Georgia Club, and you want to be there. So the challenge is like this. It's very, very simple, and it's within the feed of our chapel group. So just look through there. It's probably posted up at the top right this minute. But you have 3 things to do in order to win. And of course, the highest point earner wins. First off,
highest 2-point earners.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Henry. I was getting too excited, y'all. The first thing you do is like the post. That gets you a point. The second thing you're going to do is to post either an emoji of your favorite thing or a GIF. Do y'all like those where you just go on and find something funny related to why you want to win these tickets? All right. So that's number 2. Here's the thing. We're not getting many people go to step 3. And step 3 is what's going to win you the possibility of tickets. All right. So step 3 is inviting your friends to this group and making sure that they join. For each person that joins the group, you get another point. And that is going to be the deciding factor, folks. If you have lots of people join, you could very well be our winner. So please, please jump on, do that. We want to have some winners, and we will be doing this through Monday at 5 o'clock. So it will end there. And then, of course, on Tuesday, we will announce the big winner. So that is going to be great. Some other news for you. We are coming up on a deadline. I've posted that as well as Henry, that next Wednesday is an important deadline as far as getting things to the venue. So if you haven't done your ticket yet and you plan to do so, if you don't mind, go ahead and try to get it taken care of by Wednesday. That way we have our good numbers, and make sure you get fed, or they might take away mine, and we can't have that. All right. So Henry, what do you got for us?
Can't have you coming back from Germany hangry.
No, y'all. So
angry.
My trip, I will be going out of the country. I will be leaving. So if you don't see much of me, don't worry. I am still here, but I will be in Greece on a fantastic trip, but I will be 7 hours ahead of you. So if you see something coming through in the middle of the night, it's because it's daytime where I am. Anyway, but I'll be still in touch.
Yeah, we'll be looking forward to you coming back from the future, and we'll see you at the event. And hey, guys, so like Tammy said, the deadline's coming up, but we are getting a lot closer to making our goals. So appreciate everybody. If you haven't been able to buy your ticket yet, go ahead and do it if you can, and let's get over that goal, and let's pack the room out and have a great event. I also wanted to say that same anonymous donor that Tammy mentioned also made available some student tickets. And I think if you've been following, you've seen that we've done a couple of posts. I was invited, myself and Mark West, were invited to go and speak to the Appalachia High School applications of corrections class, which is essentially a first responder class. And a lot of those kids are actually following that path for their careers. Some of them are interning at the district attorney's office or at the sheriff's department, different things like that. And so those guys were really excited about us coming. and they had created a murder board or an investigation board, which I posted in the group a couple of times. Really impressive, especially if you saw it in person. These kids really did their homework. They knew the case backwards and forwards. The questions they asked Mark and I were just, very impressive, and showed that they really understood. And it was interesting. After we went through everything, I said, "Hey, after you guys have done your investigation, who here believes that Michael Chappell is innocent?" And every hand in the room went up, every single hand. And so I reached out to Mrs. Hill, who is the teacher of that class, and her and her husband are coming to the event. And I told her, "Hey, this anonymous donor has made 6 tickets available to your students." And so she reached out, and within like 5 minutes, she had students responding saying, "We'd love to come." So Mrs. Hill and at least 6 members of her applications of corrections class will be with us that night. So that'll be great.
Great.
And lots of other good things are going on. Much appreciation to that donor and to all of the donors. We've continued to receive donations. And of course, even buying the tickets is a donation. So everything involved in this event is a donation. So we appreciate everybody's support very much. Looking forward to it. Things are coming together really well. And then the last thing I think you wanted me to talk about, Tammy, was the silent auction. Is that? Yeah. So that's going really well. Also, Lee Poe, April Ball, Mary McNeil, Laura Griffin Finney, Mary Lou Crowder, among lots of others, Becky Clanton, have really helped us, get this auction prepared. We're still kind of scrambling, trying to get things together and trying to make sure that we do everything right. But there are a lot of really cool things that are going to be available. In addition to the really cool guitar that I posted that's going to be available, I sent, I think, 6 Michael Chappell books with Mike's attorney to be signed by Mike. So Mike is going to autograph them. The attorney is going to autograph them. I have autographed them, and Sean Kite is going to autograph them. So you'll have, there's only 6 of them, and they're numbered. So those are like a special edition. Those will be available. We do have the new design on T-shirts, which I may or may not post soon. I'm like a kid with candy, I've got to share and show it off. But I will try to refrain and let there be some surprises. But really cool T-shirt design. Those are going to be available at the show. And then people have been sending. I've got a room full of boxes from Amazon that people have been sending for the silent auction. We know some businesses, I think Rick Hendricks Chevrolet or somebody I forget exactly which one it was, but has made a donation, and other businesses have made donations. And so there'll be some really cool items available, possibly an original signed manuscript, also possibly an original signed script of In the Land of Lies. So that would be really cool. Awesome. And just some other things that I think people will be interested in owning. And we're getting it all together, and it's coming up pretty quick. I think tomorrow is 2 weeks away.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So we're just a tad over 2 weeks away, folks. So let's get ready.
It's going to be great. I come back on the 18th, probably going to be jet lagged, but by the time I get there on the 22nd, I am going to be ready for it. I was going to say, you're talking about our awesome Dragon Slayer sign-in. I would love to see him at this event, but I have a feeling he would be bombarded with questions and it might run him out.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything, but since you brought it up, that day is actually his mother and his sister's birthday, and they're having a kind of a special birthday thing. So he's not going to be able to make it, but he is going to. We're talking about maybe having him pre-record a video just to, kind of share with folks, and perhaps one of his business partners may be there. That was one of his fears. If all the questions came his way, he wanted to be the one to answer the questions. So we're kind of dealing with that, but he'll be represented in some way, shape, or form, even though he probably won't be able to make it.
Okay, awesome. Well, I wanted to give you an update on one of our favorite people from the Michael Chappell book and story, Nurse Jenny. Many of you know her personally. Many of you have just heard of her by name. Jenny was the intake nurse when Mike was put in prison. So she has some interesting parts of this story. You can find out about that if you haven't already. But I wanted to let you know we had been praying for her because she had some things going on with her back and immobility. She had surgery earlier this week on her back, and bless her heart, unbeknownst to the doctors, after numerous tests, she had been walking around with a broken back. So, needless to say, yes, she is still in the hospital, hoping to come home tomorrow, but she will be bedridden. So she's not going to be able to make the event unless a miracle takes place. But the doctor has told her, you're bedridden for 3 weeks, which
we love you, Nurse Jenny.
Yes, we love you. We miss you. And you just take care of you. That's the most important thing here. So if everybody will just remember her. And I also wanted to mention someone, a lot of the old timers in our group may know this gentleman, may remember Kevin Ballman. But early on, 10, 15 years ago, he was actually one of the investigators. He and a group of other former investigators got together. They were up north, and they got together and started working on Mike's case. And he was known as Cato, but he was just a great, great guy. He's still involved as a warrior in this group. He's not very active through the Facebook group, so you may not see anything from him, but he is in communication with Henry and still a great supporter of Mike in this mission. And I just wanted to throw his name out there and ask that you would pray for him, because he is enduring some health issues right now, and he is later on in his years. So we appreciate that. Now, I will say a final thing before we go. For those of you that joined late, if you already heard it, just hang on tight and get a reminder. The contest that is going on is going to allow 2 winners to get 2 VIP tickets each. Okay, so you need to go on Facebook, look in the group, see all the contest details. Bottom line, like the post, put some funny GIF or emoji and say why you want to win the tickets, and go invite your friends. That's going to be the deciding factor. Invite your friends, make sure they join, and you get a point for everyone. Highest 2 point earners are the winners. So good luck, everybody. Have fun. This is exciting, and I can't wait to see you on the 22nd.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.